Hi, welcome back to my channel. And if you're looking for some network marketing motivation today, perhaps you've lost your belief in the business, you've lost your belief in the products, and maybe even worse, you might have lost a little bit of belief in yourself, then hopefully this video is going to be helpful for you today. So stick around and make sure you watch it until the end. And if we've never met before, my name's Emma Jones and I am a business and marketing coach that I've been around in the industry now since 2015. And I have an extensive background within the network marketing and direct selling space, having come from that industry and coached thousands in that industry on how to grow a successful business online. But I have so much experience and background in this industry. I also know the pitfalls, having been through them myself in this business. So I've been through this myself and I've coached so many clients that have been through this themselves in their business. So I'm coming at this with years of experience and personal experience as well. So like I said at the beginning of this video, you probably have clicked on this video or you're watching it because you're trying to regain some motivation into your network marketing business. And look, I get it. It is hard when you've lost belief. Perhaps you've not had great feedback from your customers about some of your products, so there's just that little bit of doubt that's entered your mind, and you're starting to lack belief in the products. Perhaps it's just not working for you, so you've started to doubt the business, you've started to doubt the business model, and that the doubt then starts to turn into a lack of belief. And what has probably happened as well, which you might not have even noticed, is perhaps you've stopped believing in yourself, which is the worst thing to happen, because when you lack belief in yourself, that's when it rubs off on everything else. And this is exactly what happened to me back in, what year was this now? I started in the network marketing industry in 2012. And to cut a long story short, in my first company that I was in, I had incredible success quick out of the gates. So I was like ignorance on fire. I didn't have a clue about how to grow my business online. I was just doing it all off the cuff with like Facebook groups. I built a really big team very quickly, but again, I was a novice. I didn't have experience, and there were several things that went wrong, and quickly it kind of all fell apart. And I remember I held on to that company and that business for far too long. I wasn't thinking like a business owner. I was thinking emotionally, and I was like emotionally attached to the company. So I stayed with that first company longer than I should, to the point where we had like a monthly auto ship that used to go out. Maybe perhaps you're in a company where you have to spend so much a month to stay active. Perhaps you're not in a company like that, but I was. And you can feel that pressure when you've got X amount coming out every month, and you need to meet so many targets to be able to just break even. Well, I got to a point in that first company where I was losing money every month, and yet I was still sticking around. So I was totally emotionally attached to the company, and I wasn't thinking like a business owner. I remember because I'd had success so quickly, and perhaps you can relate to this, perhaps you're watching this now and you've had no results whatsoever, and you're starting to doubt and you're starting to lack belief. Or perhaps you're like how I was in that very first company, where you've had great success, like quick out of the gates, and now all of a sudden it's just started to decline. And that's what happened to me, is when everything kind of went wrong with that first company that I was in, they hit me hard, and I didn't realize until several years down the line how hard it did actually hit me, in terms of I lost my belief in the industry, I lost my belief in the products, I lost my belief in the company. But the worst thing that actually happened, and it didn't take, I only realized this several years down the line, was I actually lost a lot of confidence and belief in myself. And that's the hardest thing to come back from. And if you're watching this now, I totally get it, and I can feel what you're going through if you feel any of that whatsoever, okay? And one of the biggest reasons why I was feeling like that, and here's the big like kind of turnaround key secret type thing now, is it's because I wasn't getting results. Period. End of story. That was it. Okay. It is hard to keep going in your business when you're not getting any results, when you're not seeing any progress, even like the slightest bit of progress. And when clients come to work with me, because I work with clients now, I work with a lot of business owners, but the majority of people that I work with are either in network marketing, product and service-based network marketing companies, or direct selling, because I have that affinity with direct sellers and network marketers, and I can understand, because of the experience, and the years of doing this, what they're kind of going through. But so many people come to me and they're in this space where they've lost their confidence. Something's happened in the team, or they're just not getting results, and they've totally and utterly lost belief in the products of the company and belief in themselves. And that's actually where I have it's my superpower, and I shouldn't really laugh about it or shy away from it, because I know it's what I'm best at, and that is actually helping people to believe again. And not just believe in the company and the products, but believe in themselves, to start to build their confidence up. And one of the best ways to actually do that is I help people to start getting results again. I help people to actually get clarity in their business, to know what they are doing. Because again, so many clients come to me, and maybe you're watching this now and you can relate to this, and they just don't have a clue what they should really be doing online. They're either following what their uplines told them, or they don't have an upline, and it's like they're just throwing mud at the wall, hoping something will stick. They think they know what they're doing over on a Facebook group. They haven't really got a clue what they're doing over on Instagram. They feel super salesy, super spammy, because they haven't really been shown marketing, which is my other area of expertise. They're not really being shown how to build this thing properly online, and they just feel like a complete spammy billboard. So that's one of the things I am good at, and that I help my clients with. And what you really need to start to look to do is just realize that it's probably because you're not getting any results. Okay, and you need more clarity, and perhaps you need more help. And I know it is so hard to keep going in your business when you're trying this and you're trying that, and nothing's working. In the end, that self-doubt starts to creep in, and before you know it, you've lost your belief in the business, and you've started to lose belief in yourself. And it's hard to come back from that. It's hard to come back from a point when you've lost belief in yourself. You have to kind of build yourself back up again and build that confidence. And I get it, because I've been there, and I've coached thousands of people, and some of my most recent students have been in this exact same position, where they've come to me, they're at rock bottom, they've lost their confidence, they're not getting any results, and they're desperate for a change. Because here's the thing, you joined your business for a reason, okay? And you're capable of doing it. And that's what one of the big frustration parts is. And that was certainly the case for me back in my first company, when I kind of had that slump. It was massively frustrating as well, because I knew I was capable of getting the results, but I just didn't fully know how to do it, yeah? And I was watching other people getting these results, which is a really common thing that my followers say to me. They come to me and they're like, Emma, I'm like watching someone else on my team getting all these results, making these sales, getting this volume, building a team, recruiting left, right and center. What are they doing that I'm not? And that's enough to make you frustrated in itself. But when you're not sure and you haven't got this clarity, 100% it starts to knock your confidence. So the big turnaround for me, which is what I want to try and help you with this video today as well, was I got access to mentorship and training, okay? I started to learn real marketing strategies. I got training and help from people who had been there and done the things that I was trying to do. And I allowed them to show me, okay, everything you've been doing is wrong. This is what you need to be doing instead. And as soon as I started applying these strategies in my business, and I started seeing those results coming in, I started generating leads effortlessly, and it just all clicked. It was like a light bulb moment of like, now I know why what I was doing before wasn't working, because now I understand what I should be doing and why that is working. And just slowly but surely my confidence started to come back, because I could see progress, I could see results. And this is what I love when it happens to my students, when they go through my program, the Business Success Blueprint, and they start applying some of the training, like step by step, what I teach them, and I can just see their confidence coming back. And when it's like, oh my God, I got my first lead on Instagram. Oh my God, I've just booked an appointment. I've just signed someone up tonight. And then before you know it, when momentum kicks back in, the belief is back and they're off and running. And that's one of the biggest things I love. So I actually have something that I'm hoping will help you if you're relating to anything that I've just said in today's video. I have a free training for you that is going to show you how to start attracting people to you, so you can stop chasing people online, so you don't have to rely anymore on your family and friends, or even bugging or wondering if you're annoying your family and friends. I'm going to show you some of the real marketing things that you need to be doing to grow your business effectively online, to actually be sought after, to be, what's this saying? I sometimes get this wrong, but to be the hunted and not the hunter. So you're actually attracting people to you, you're growing your following, and I also show you how to turn those followers into sales with ease as well. So if you want access to that training, if you need a little bit of help and you want to gain some momentum, you want to get some belief back in your business and yourself, you want to build that confidence, then just check out my free training. You just have to click the link. It's in the description below this video. We can get instant access to my masterclass. So it's 60 minutes of pure training from me, where I'm going to start to show you what you need to be doing instead. And if you want more further training, if you realize and you recognize yourself in anything that I've said in this video, I actually have a signature program called the Business Success Blueprint. It is my online course that is 8 modules long. So it's all the how to generate, how to grow a following, how to generate leads, how to turn those leads into sales, customers and team members. And enrollment is currently open for this program. And what's brilliant about this program as well, which my clients have come back and said to me, is you get access to me as well. So you get live coaching from me, where I'll be able to help you to regain your confidence, to start getting some progression, to start seeing some results in your business, so you can believe in those dreams again. You started this business for a reason, so let me help you regain that confidence. If you're interested in knowing more about that program and whether you qualify for the program, I've also put a link to my calendar. So this is for serious inquiries only. There's a link in the description below. Pick a time that suits you, and then there's just several questions that I need you to answer, which gives me an idea as to where you're at and what type of help you're looking for. So I hope this video has been helpful. I hope that it's allowed you to see that you're not alone. This is really way more common than you think. Network marketing and the direct sales industry can be a total emotional roller coaster. Entrepreneurship is a roller coaster in itself, and everybody has these dips. Everybody has these periods. But it doesn't have to be that way if you know what you need to do, if you have the marketing know-how, if you know how to use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, if you know how to use social media the right way, then that takes a lot of that away, because then all you've basically got to do is stay consistent, which is another video for another day. But it takes it takes a lot of it away, because you start to see where you've been going wrong and you can start to put it right to start getting results. And slowly but surely you'll see your confidence start creeping back, and your belief in the company, your belief in the team. That's a video for another day as well, but I hope this video has been helpful. And if it has, let me know in the comments below. Feel free to reach out to me if you'd like more help, and I will see you on my next video on this channel. Take care. Bye-bye.